Hi, my name is Matthew Rodella, and I am the designer of the game Twisted Trumpets. Twisted Trumpets is a medium-light, puzzly, tile-laying game for 2 to 4 players that plays in approximately 10 minutes per player. Featured mechanisms include path building, objective scoring, private goals, and set collection, among others. In this game, you take on the role of a trumpet player who is competing to fill the vacancy of the esteemed royal bugler in a whimsical fantasy kingdom. Throughout the game, you'll be acquiring trumpet parts to build your crazy contraption of a horn, to score points during the game, and set yourself up for a variety of endgame scoring conditions. On your turn, you'll take 2 actions from a list of 5 possible actions, which might include taking the same action twice. The actions are drawing a basic tile from the basic tile stack or the discard stack, purchasing a premium tile from the face-up market, building a tile onto your trumpet by placing it on one of the squares on your player board, discarding a tile that has already been played onto your player board, or spending an action cube to trigger a special ability or score a public objective. And we'll get back to cubes in a minute. The main goal during the game is to build out your trumpet and eventually score a part of your trumpet by capping it off with a bell. When you do this, you count the number of tiles from your bell back to your character, counting twist tiles twice, and you'll score that many points immediately. As you build your trumpet, your goal is to maximize scoring by deciding when and how to place the bells to score, all while staying within the 4x4 grid of your player board. On top of all that, you're also trying to set yourself up to be the first to score on the 3 public objectives. When you meet the criteria of a public objective, you can take an action to place one of your cubes underneath that objective card to score it. You'll get more points by getting there first. You can also spend your cubes on tools. There are 3 tools that all players have access to printed on the player boards. One tool gives you an extra 3rd action on your turn. The second tool allows you to buy a premium tile from the market for free. And the 3rd tool allows you to draw 2 private goal cards and discard 1. You'll also have 1 private goal card at the beginning of the game. The catch with the action cubes is that there are only 5 cubes per player, yet there are 6 places to use them between the 3 public objectives and the 3 tools. On top of that, you must collect the cubes from your player board by building a tile on top of them before you're able to use them. This creates a fun tension where you're collecting the cubes and never able to do everything you want to do. You're always striving to get the cubes while still trying to build the trumpet that you want to build. Players continue taking turns like this until one of these endgame triggers occur. Either the basic tiles run out, the market can't be refilled with premium tiles, or one player completely fills their player board. All players take one final turn and then move into endgame scoring. There are several things to account for at the end of the game that can really help bring about a surprise result, as often the player who was in the lead during the game will fall behind in the endgame scoring if they didn't plan ahead. Endgame scoring includes set collection. Now in the prototype, I'm using simple card suits like hearts, spades, diamonds, and clubs. But in the final version, I plan for these things to be fun little things hanging off of the trumpet like flags or maybe birds perched on the pipe or something like that to have it be kind of fun and cute things that you're collecting along the way. So they'll score for the set collection. Players will also score for notes on their tiles, lose points for any pipes that don't end in a bell, score leftover resources, and finally reveal their private goals, which will have asked them to build their trumpet in a certain configuration or have them focus on particular aspects of the game. The player with the most points is the winner and will be hired as the kingdom's next royal trumpeter. Well, there you have it. Twisted Trumpets is meant to be kind of a whimsical filler game that still has enough crunch and depth to it that gamers would still enjoy bringing it to their game nights. Thank you for your consideration. Bye.